Well, most parents will tell you that a growing family doesn't come without some growing pains. And the same can be said for Oklahoma's growing Hispanic population. Immigration is becoming a hot-button issue this election year, producing mixed feelings both within the legislature and on the street. Russ Joel explains.
Ruben Cruz is bringing a touch of Latin spice to Guymon, Oklahoma.
We have like 6 different regions that we dance, and right now I'm dressed in Jalisco.
Ruben is a dancer in the Guymon High School Folkloric Dance Class, a popular student organization that's bringing a slice of Hispanic culture to life in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Groups promoting Latino heritage are becoming more common in Oklahoma. Like many other states, Oklahoma has witnessed a steady increase in its Latino population over the last decade. But thanks to a recent piece of state legislation, the Hispanic boom in Oklahoma may be about to bust.
30 years from now, we're going to explain to our kids and our grandkids why it was right or wrong to how we handled this period in history.
The Oklahoma Taxpayer and Citizen Protection Act, more commonly known as House Bill 1804, was the brainchild of State Representative Randy Terrell, who conceived it as a measure to protect the working-class citizens of Oklahoma from a volatile economy brought on by those here illegally.
If House Bill 1804 frees up jobs by forcing illegal aliens to leave the state of Oklahoma, that's freeing up jobs that Oklahomans, U.S. citizens, can take, and in fact it would lessen the extent of any adverse economic impact from a recession here in Oklahoma.
But while the intent of the bill may have been to shield Oklahoma from an economic downturn, Latino activist Victor Orta says the bill may actually be doing more harm than good.
There was an exodus that's begun last June, and the government, our state legislature, approved the Oklahoma Taxpayer and Citizen Protection Act 2007, and to compound the sternness of this thing, the City Council of Tulsa accepted a resolution that now the police could incarcerate, arrest those that just committed a simple traffic violation.
So we have really crippled Oklahoma's economy in passing House Bill 1804.
Senator Harry Coates acknowledges that the bill has caused some unintended consequences and has triggered some to take their lives elsewhere.
I don't really think any of those who left the state of Oklahoma were terrorists. I mean, they were hardworking people, is what they were. And not only have we lost those that weren't here legally, we have also lost many of those that were here legally but left rather than to be put in position of going to jail as a result of having a family member or a friend living with them that wasn't here legally.
Representative Shane Jett, who opposes the bill, agrees that Oklahoma needs a fair policy that includes both a pathway to legality while preserving the standard of justice.
If you come forward and say, I've broken the law, I've trespassed into the United States without permission, here's my real name, not the last 15 aliases I've been using, here's a biometric fingerprint, here is the dependents that I have that are here with me, here's my real address, and here's a fee or fine for having violated the law, because that's appropriate. If I get caught speeding, I have to pay a fine. You have to pay a fine. That's fair. You don't like it, but it's fair.
And the debate over immigration policy marches on, with the hope that the outcome will let Ruben and his dancers keep on tapping.
So, Russell, all the available census reports I've seen say that Oklahoma's Hispanic population is growing by leaps and bounds, but you say that may not be telling the whole story.
That's true, Rob. The census does indicate that for the last decade, Oklahoma's Hispanic population has grown quite significantly since 2000, almost 5% a year and almost 38% since 2000. But you have to remember that that data only includes up to 2007. It doesn't include this year.
And this year is when House Bill 1804 went into effect. Now, if that is causing Hispanics to leave our state, how big of an exodus are we actually talking about?
Well, the Tulsa Hispanic Chamber of Commerce estimates that almost 20,000 Hispanic people have left Tulsa alone over this year. And with them, they've taken their businesses, they've taken the jobs that they would have filled are now vacant. And the money they would have made from those jobs is now will not be spent here in Oklahoma. So it's an impact that's being felt both in and outside the community.
Well, it certainly is one of those issues that probably will keep unfolding in the coming year, and we appreciate you following it. Thank you, Russell.